I should have pre-shuffled. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whenever you come across this video, thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes, everyone who is booking, making purchases off the website, pledges to the Patreon, tipping the Clarista, sending things to the P.O. Box, and purchases off the wish list, as well as donating to the GoFundMe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. Let's dive in. Let's see what it is that you need to know in this current energy. Messages to serve your highest timeline here. Okay? Okay? All right. Maui, dude. Okay, so something may be like challenging your like willpower here. Okay, there could just be it's probably just an energy. It's probably just an opportunity for you to stand in some sort of strength, stand in some sort of power, to call your power back from something in particular. But it does feel like there's, it could be like a temptation, or you could just be like fighting through some, I don't want to say fighting, because it's not about fighting. It's just, I feel like it comes down to like discipline and like it's like this energy of like going through some sort of change. And there could be, it's like certain things or people or places may be kind of leaving, okay, here, or you're being taken away from some sort of environment. And it's just this energy of, I almost want to say testing your resolve, but really it's more so your will to keep moving forward rather than like looking backwards. And I'm not even sure that's necessarily like a test or anything like that. It just seems like this is like the current energy of just you standing strong in some type of area of your life. Knowing that it's like you got, this is going to like help you move forward, right? It's kind of one of those energies, work hard today so that you can enjoy whatever later. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I feel like there's something that's on the other side of this that maybe you don't necessarily see because she has the blindfold on, but there's a lot of happiness here. Yeah. Okay. Keep going here. Hey, buddy. What's he doing? You went up here? Come on. Come here. Oh, that's my boy. Hi. Schnookies. I picked up on this energy too yesterday. very similar, that there's like an energy that's kind of being like taken away from you. No, that sounds bad. Like it's not a part of you. It has to do with probably standing in this power, but it's like, it's like one of those like resist the devil and he shall flee from you type of things. But I honestly feel like there's an energy that's kind of being like, yeah, I heard, okay, you've seen enough, right? They're like being drug away here, spiritually, energetically, something like that. Okay, tell me about this power. Yeah, create internal solitude. So, like, if this is like, whatever this is that you're having the will or the power to kind of resist, or it could be like the will or the power, the discipline to like do something in particular, okay? It's tied into creating your own internal solitude, right? So if there's like a coping mechanism, right? Or it may not necessarily be a coping mechanism. Maybe it's like a habit, or maybe it's like a, something that brings comfort, or you know what I mean? But it's something that is external to you, right? This could also be like, there could be something that needs to get done, but maybe there's some sort of like procrastination, or could also be like, I'm also picking up on an energy of like maybe not necessarily like doing something in particular because there's like a lack wound right there. So yeah, there's this energy of like stepping into your power here, okay, and creating some sort of internal solitude, so that there is no, this is like, it feels like releasing some sort of like potential codependency or something like that, having the will and the drive and the motivation to do that here. Okay, I'm also picking up on an energy of like maybe there's like something that needs to be done, but maybe there's an energy of um like codependency on other people, right? So maybe you have a hard time like, getting yourself up and getting yourself moving on certain things, or maybe like doing things by yourself. I think there's absolutely no judgment on any of these things. I think we've all kind of been through some of these things at least. You know what I mean? So, but this is what it feels like. Um, is going right on right now, like in the energy is creating this internal solitude here. Yeah, remember your crown, queen, is what that says. Okay, tell me about this moderation. Yeah, and they're kind of giving me the vibes of like, if you have a crown, right, and you are a king or you are a queen, okay, you have responsibilities. You got shit to take care of. You know what I mean? There's something about that too, right? Like it's like remember your whole entire like, what is it, community, right? Remember your, and it could just be like, your kids, or, and not to say that you are like like neglecting anything, but don't get me wrong, but it's just like there's some type of energy of like maybe there's like something like a wound, or maybe it's not a wound, maybe it's just like something from the past, like a program, or whatever it is that it's I feel like I heard it's being alleviated, right? Because there's like, if you're doing something out of like, coping, or like taking up time, right? Like out of boredom, or, something like that. There's this energy of like, there's so much more, like, remember, like, you have the crown. So it's like, there's so much more for you to do, right? You only get the crown when you are able and capable of handling a great responsibility. So there's this energy of like, you have the crown. So like the divine knows that you can handle this responsibility. Maybe you're just like psyching yourself out in some type of way for whoever that's for, right? It's like God, source, the universe knows that you can handle this. And so maybe there's some type of like, there could have been an opportunity that showed up for you, or something that's kind of going on. And there could, there could have been like a little bit of like a backtrack, right? Like almost like, again, like they're saying, psyching yourself out a little bit here. Okay. Yeah. So whatever that is, I feel like this is kind of like being alleviated, and, release, so that you can, you know, continue to move forward. Quit psyching yourself out. Okay, talk about this loyalty. Yeah, release expectations here. Yeah, because there is this energy of being taken somewhere that maybe you don't know where you're going, right? If you look at this red crown crane, okay, look, also red crown, and the crown, okay, and the color red might be very significant, but see how the crane is like dragging her, right? Um, there's an energy of, not necessarily knowing where the divine is taking you here, okay? And that could be this energy too, right? Of like, maybe whatever this is a way of you still kind of having control in some type of way. You know what I mean? And so there's this energy of, releasing that as well, releasing expectations here. Yeah, manifest your magic. Okay, tell me about this fierceness. Yeah, some of you, it's a belief that you're choosing to, one that was created from maybe a wound or some sort of trauma, right? Because I just picked up on an energy of like, maybe there's something like with trust there, or there's, it would be a belief that maybe keeps you isolated or excluded, or, like an outcast, or, they're telling me too, there's this energy of after, being around people that, hurt you. There's kind of this energy of, I don't know, there's some sort of like wall or something between you and others for some of you. What this is a lot of trust. It's a lot of trust. It's trading some sort of comfort for, for a little bit of discomfort, but it's like the divine is taking you somewhere. Release any expectations. What's this fierceness here? There it is. Yeah, they gather your nuts, bloom like a badass, remember your, yeah. So this is definitely tied into There's also an energy of like playing small. Yeah. Unintentionally, I feel like some of you have placed some sort of limitations on something, um, on yourself, but this feels like something that you're working through. You are standing in this power and gaining like the will and the drive and the discipline to keep going here. Okay. Knight of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse here. Yeah, endurance, determination. Yeah, this is also too, if something seems like it's not paying off, if you're not getting the results that maybe you anticipated on, right? Maybe that maybe that God, you could have been given some sort of vision, or there's something, I don't know. So, but this is you kind of having, like I said, the will, the discipline, the drive to keep going. Okay, because I feel like your intuition is, um, this is a confirmation that your intuition is telling you to keep going, because this is just again, we always talk about this, which it makes sense, right? My channel is healing intuition, so of course I'm going to talk about healing all the time. Okay, like I mean, I guess I don't talk about it all the time, but a lot of times. um, but it makes the most sense. But anyway, so it's this, Queen of Swords, this is gaining a new perception here, okay, and allowing the change to kind of come in. Yeah. Oh, I was wrong. That's the Eight of Wands, but still. Um, his Eight of Pentacles is over here. My bad, guys. There's like this energy of whatever this is, okay? It's like whatever this is may have kind of like a life of its own. Sorry, Maui. It may have like a life of its own. And you have your own life force energy, right? And there is this energy of like these two, there's like it's like gaining harmony with whatever this is, getting yourself to a place of like being in harmony with whatever this is here. Ten of Pentacles. Here's your sword. But yeah, we have responsibility and dedication over here. Dedication 2 times. That's what this feels like. It's like also too your dedication to this journey, right? I feel like there's something about that that's like not going unseen here, okay? It's almost like I want to say like God didn't forget about you. I don't know if you're feeling like a little bit like that or something here. Interesting. Yeah. I feel like this reading is all about discipline because it's like there's like 3 or 4 cards out here that are talking about that directly. Yeah, something is Maui. Hey, yeah, something that is that you've remained very disciplined, very yeah. It's there's something coming from this Page of Pentacles. This is like long time. Okay, like I'm really picking up on the energy of like you know, this could be like your healing journey. This could be like a business. This could be like, you know, something that, you know, it could be like a physical fitness journey. It could be like a diet journey. It could be, but this is something that it's like, that you have been like working on or towards for what feels like a really long time. You've had a lot of patience here. And there's like this energy of, they reminded me of those the Animal Oracle where the red crown crane, right? Whatever that was, I think. Um, it took her to, it was release expectations, and then the next card was that fierceness. So that definitely makes me feel like it's like stepping into this like confident energy, an energy of not playing small anymore for sure. Um, but also with that was gather your nuts. So that makes me feel like it's like some sort of harvest as well. Like wherever you're being whisked away to or carried away to, and this could just be energetically, right? Um, or it's just allowing the process to unfold, releasing any type of expectations. Yeah, there's an energy of receiving some type of harvest here. There is a high priestess in reverse, but that energy came out with the Eight of Wands reverse. This person, like I said, they can't. Remember at the beginning, I was like, they cannot. They're being okay. You've seen enough, right? Like they can't. They're being kind of like pulled away from your energy here. This high priestess in reverse. Yeah, they said something about like going back to the scene of the crime, whatever that means. Okay, so I just got this energy of like, when you're like having a baby, well, you can't, like, when it's happening, it's happening. You know what I mean? Like, uh, you don't have a choice but to push. You know what I'm saying? And it feels like this is a push time. Okay, like we picked up on this before, like where you were in like labor and delivery, right? Like, damn, you may have been, and that was months ago. It feels like you know what I mean? But it's like you can't, whatever this is, the, you're going to end up there whether the divine takes you kicking and screaming or not, okay, type of energy, right? Like this is coming to life whether there's just something about like that type of energy. The baby's coming whether you like it or not, so you may as well push to help in the process is what is kind of like the analogy that, or the metaphor or whatever that they're giving me for this situation. Okay. That's funny. Yeah, the sun card. It's whatever, that, and now they're giving me that feeling, right? That feeling when you, to the mothers or fathers, you understand. To those who do not have children, maybe you've seen other people experience it, but that very first moment where you hold your child and it is just pure bliss, emotions running wild, right? Like just this, like, and it is just like, yeah, sun card. So somebody may be actually having a baby, like, congratulations. Congratulations on the baby. But this, it feels more, so there's going to be a lot of, you know, uh, joy that comes here, okay, with this, yeah, and power. Um, so yeah, I don't feel like I need to go much further. I honestly feel like I keep repeating myself. The cards are kind of repeating themselves also, in the fact of like, if this is definitely just a, something is coming to life here, okay? And it's going to be born, right? Because you have put so much energy and so much effort into this, right? So you've spent, at least for some of you, 9 months, if not longer, right? Kind of, in gestational period, right? Like, working towards something, or, excuse me, whatever it is here. And now that it's here, don't stop pushing now. You know what I mean? Like, there could have been a little bit of time where it was like, okay, get some rest, right? Like, right before you have the baby, there's like a lot of rest that you get, right? Everyone's like, sleep as much as you can. So you could have just been like in this time of like, getting a lot of rest, and, things maybe being a little bit slower or something like that. But it's like, wake up. It's time to push. That's what this message is. Hmm. It's time to push. It's time to push it real good. Bum, ba, dun, 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 dun. Salt and pepper's here. So, anyways, this is a really good reading. It's hopefully it's inspirational. Hopefully it will, kind of light that fire up underneath you a little bit. You know, because you're almost there. You're almost there. Yeah, that's so funny too. The crane. That's funny. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys. Um, I think I'm gonna push it real good, right? Take the the, 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 the message here. The, 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 Oh, Cheryl, for sure. Um, a vegetarian or a vegan diet that is uh, very elevating. Absolutely. Uh, all right, guys. Love you, Tanya. Hey, Priscilla. Love you, Mary. Stephanie, I love that. I love that. Then check just every single day when I do these readings, if I am just reaching one person and like giving them whatever they need, confirmation or like, motivation to keep moving forward, just even that's what I think to myself. Just even one person, then I feel like, whatever I was sent to do has been accomplished. So, Stephanie, thank you for confirming that. I'm sure there's a lot more, but it's just like, I always just, you see that one and it's just like, boom. Yeah. It's like literally like to-do list, help one person. Check. Which really, I like to help a lot more than one, but in order to not feel a lot of pressure or whatever, you know what I mean? Not to feel so heavy or whatever, but I just keep it at one. But, oh gosh, I love you guys. I mean, like, I know that it helps a lot more than just one person every day, but you get what I'm saying. It's like my brain works like that, right? Like, that's a mental, like, to-do list check. I don't know how to explain it. Oh, gosh. I love you guys, all of you, so much. And you guys help me too. Don't forget about that. No, I don't usually do readings for myself. Sometimes if I'm like walking by a deck, I'll like cut the deck and just, whatever. But typically, no, I don't use the cards or anything anymore. Because that when you're doing readings, and it is best to like, because you're if you're doing readings on yourself, you're sometimes a little biased. And so, and sometimes even doing readings on myself with cards and stuff, it gets very confusing for myself. Um, Whereas if I'm reading for others, I'm not in a biased position and I'm looking from the outside in. You know what I'm saying? Rather than kind of like it's like say you're in this like crazy chaotic room, and somebody who would be looking in from the window would be able to tell you a lot more details than somebody who's standing in the middle of it. You know what I mean? And not saying that like everyone's standing in the middle of a crazy chaotic room, but you get what I'm saying. So I just, when it comes to like my own personal guidance, I just use like meditation and really I talk to spirit all day. We've just, I've um, developed that type of, connection where we just be vibing, Hey, Blanche. I love that, Tanya. Isn't it so nice? Right? It's just like, the thing is I've gotten so used to it and I spend so much time at home that I will catch myself talking to spirit, like in public out loud. People think I'm talking to myself. They can think that. I mean, technically, I am talking to my higher self, so I guess that it is what it is. But yeah, like, I'm like, I'll be in public. Yeah, it's silly. Hey, Michelle. No worries. The reading is fantastic. We're just doing a little chatting before I get going. To push it real good. Yeah, I was early today. Kathy, I agree. I need to figure that out. Shelley. It's funny. Are any of the divine masculines our usual divine masculines? Are they in here? Funny how like last time I feel like we were talking about birthing, they weren't here either. I just thought of that, and I haven't seen any in the chat. That's so funny. Well, love you, Michelle. Okay, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Um, what's in the stocking? You're gonna laugh. Watch, I'll show you. So this is. So this year we stopped doing the. Both my kids have those elves. Look at this. Can you see this? But because my kids are at the age where they're like, basically, they believe in the spirit of Santa, but not necessarily Santa himself. Anyways, so we used to have these elves, right? They both had one. This is Michael's elf that Zyla tied up and taped his mouth. And he is hostage. His name is Blaze. Blaze is hostage. Yep. She's got him all like tied up in a rope and his mouth is taped. So, yeah, so she did that and then she put it in his stocking as a gift. But silly little kids. Yes, Michelle. Yep. Because I had a hard time when Michael was like telling me that he doesn't believe in Santa. Because I'm like, man, oh, but then I was like, okay, but listen. So the man may not be real, but the spirit of Santa is so very real. So don't lose your Christmas spirit. Don't lose the spirit of Santa. Let's keep him alive and well. Okay? Yes, I do the shopping, but the spirit of Santa always brings through miracles. So, I love that so much. No, it's gonna be the same way. Like, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, Zyla's little, she's so silly. It really is. And I think I told you, Michelle, how like you kind of, I don't know, that plant stand, and then I think the snow like brought that back to life in me this year, and I hadn't felt that in no, and I couldn't remember like so long. I was like crying one day. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh gosh. It was magical. It was a magical moment. Which, by the way, the plantaloons, they have new pots. And they're happy and healthy and doing well. So that's good. Love you, bye. Yeah, no, I gotta go too. Sorry, I got off on a tangent. You asked what was in the stocking. That's what it was. And I had to share that because Zyla is hilarious and she does funny things like that all the time. And her silliness needs to be seen by more than just me. She is probably one of the funniest people I've ever met in my entire life. But anywhoosies. Okay, guys, for real Zos. Push it real good. We're going to push it. We're going to kick today's ass. And I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. What am I supposed to, what should I call this one? Oh, I got it. Got it. I love you guys.